give a $1,000 for a deposit? Are you sick? So just a couple of weeks ago, I said that the good girls are taking the identity of the hoes, and you got my comments confused. We're not acting like hoes. Okay, well, since you don't understand what it is that you are doing that is hoe behavior, I'm about to show you. If he wants to take me on a date moving forward, I now require a $100 refundable deposit.
To start charging a deposit if you ask to take me out on a date. If you ask to go out with me, and especially this last minute, like day of, I need a deposit. I need like a $50 deposit.
We should start charging these men deposit to date us. Like we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to date us.
Yeah.
So
would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs. I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. There is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So I don't think you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date. So when people ask, how did you meet? You can say, he courted me.
I like that. Because hold on, how am I know you for real if you ain't sending a deposit? You're going to have to like make sure I look, like I'm going to have to make sure I look good. So you're going to have to send that in. I got to get my hair done. I got to get a new outfit. I might have to get an Uber. My money is my money. You want to see me. I want to see
What's the deposit fee?
It depends on...
It depends on who it is, right?
No, it don't depend on who it is.
Yeah,
You're wondering why y'all are packing out these singles events like the Million Man March. Y'all are desperate as hell and you confused as to why you can't find a man, but you're doing like this. And then who gonna give a $1,000 for a deposit? Are you sick? Have you lost your mind? Whenever you pay a deposit for something, you're paying a deposit. That is a down payment for a service or a purchase. You're purchasing something. If you're selling your time, oh, you gotta pay me for my time. A quick visit? Cause you a hoe. Cause that's what the hoes do. Like, let's be so for real. Y'all are doing everything that doing. I think you should send me a deposit. Deposits are for services. What services are you providing?
I think that he thinks that just by being good and kind to me and opening my door and bringing me roses every month, I think he thinks that he's going above and beyond. I need you to be certain about me. I'm the type of woman that will change your life. When I come into your life, I deserve the world because I'm gonna bring you the world.
Yeah, I took notes on this lovely young lady. Being good and kind and roses every month is not enough because you can change his life. Doing what? Huh? You never told us what you can do to change a man's life. You never said nothing. You just think very highly of yourself. He's not saying I got you enough. He doesn't have money issues, but he should want more money. In this economy, he don't have money issues, but he should want more money because he should want more money because you say he should want more money.
If I take the leftovers from the $220 entree that you ordered on my bill and you did not touch, you're gonna leave? Please, I don't want to drive you home. So I get the leftovers. I'm like, all right, good, nice to meet you. Have a good night. I will see you never. And that's exactly what happened. Because she refused to get in my car and I offered to drive her home, nothing. She called an Uber and went home, and that was the last I heard from her. I took her to a nice dinner. She ordered the most expensive thing on the menu and didn't get me a second date was because I took the food home.
This man absolutely 100% without a doubt dodged a huge bullet. And this may seem like a really costly lesson, but trust me, you saved yourself. This man knew it. He made the king move and he stood his ground. Bravo to him. What's crazy to me is that so many women are having difficulty finding good men and going out on first dates that are nice. And here this man is providing that to this woman, and what does she do? She goes and she ruins it. She has this weird thing about a guy taking leftovers, like it's probably on her long list of icks, which is absolutely ridiculous. And in 20 years, I hope she's having fun at home by herself with a few cats.
I just saw a video of like a girl posting being like, why are 80% of single men not wanting to date anymore, like not even trying? And it's like, bro, like, do you see the landscape we're in today? Relationships nowadays aren't even like actual relationships. They're just turns, bro. They're just your turn. Like one of the comments on that video was like, too much effort for too much risk. And then the creator, the girl, responded and said, don't put in as much effort.
So what? Like, we
have to show less love to get more? That doesn't make any sense, bro. That just proves everyone's point on why we don't want to date no more. And it's not even about like, oh, I'll just show less effort. Like eventually, bro, you're going to want to show more. And if I have to show less effort the whole time, then what's the point of the relationship?
You need to treat all men as temporary unless it's very clear he's going to be permanently in your life. I do not let men come into my home. I don't care how long I've known you. If you are not my boyfriend or about to be my boyfriend, then I don't want the memory of you walking through my kitchen. I don't need your ugly presence in my space. I also don't save men as a contact in my phone. It's very rare that I do. Stop giving significance to these people before they have proven anything to you, because it's also very likely that he will be irrelevant in 1 week or 1 day. So stop getting your hopes up and giving importance to irrelevant men.
Ladies, if you want a rich husband, you must change your natural habitat. Uber rides, same restaurant every Friday night, clubs where same guy asks you for Snapchat. You need new environments. Go sit in hotel lobby in 5-star hotels with laptop you're not even using. Go to luxury car events. Men love explaining horsepower like it's personality trait. Go to business breakfasts. Rich people wake up early because their money doesn't sleep. And please, stop spending $300 on tiny dress for nightclub. Invest that $300 into seminar ticket. You'll meet 300 rich men and get free coffee. This is economic efficiency. Upgrade your surroundings and your dating life will follow.
I'm sorry, but whenever I hear a girl say something like, I want a boyfriend who's hot and tall and looks like Pedro Pascal, but also makes 6 figures and is also a leftist feminist who goes to protests with me, that sounds to me like the female equivalent of when guys say, I want a girlfriend who's 100 pounds and 5 foot tall, but also has double D's and looks like my anime waifu. Like, you can date a rich guy, or you can date a hot guy, or you can date a guy who shares your political beliefs. It can't be all three. Like, on the off chance that you meet a guy who is like a millionaire provider who's willing to spend all of his money on you, that guy is gonna be 80 years old. And yes, you will have to kiss him, at the very least. Even if his stuff don't work without 5 Viagra. You can have the hot tall guy, but chances are he's gonna be like a looks-maxing clavicular type. And yes, you can have the leftist politically conscious guy, but chances are if you ask him to pay for dinner, he's gonna sit you down and be like, babe, we have to talk. We need to address the heteronormative, capitalistic standards that you are upholding in this relationship.
Literally, what is wrong with men?
Well, from what I've seen, nothing. But why does someone ask?
I'm getting on my flight this morning. I'm like huffing and puffing with my little suitcase and duffel bag.
If someone is huffing and puffing carrying that little amount of luggage, then I suggest they start working out more.
I'm like clearly like looking for where to put my suitcase. I start lifting it up. It's hot. There's people around me. I'm trying to make sure I'm not hitting the kids in front of me. Let's start picking up my suitcase, and it's like there's a 25, 30-year-old man like directly behind me. Not one move to help me. Not one move to help me.
Okay, I have a very serious question. For those women that make these types of posts, does anyone actually take you seriously as an adult human being? Because it seems that a lot of you are quite frankly helpless. Moreover, you could ask someone for help instead of just expecting someone, particularly men, to help you. They're not there to be your servants or to do things for you simply because you're a woman. And here's a thought. You could also ask other women for help too, because you're all strong and independent, right? But based on what I've been saying, some of you really don't want to be taken seriously, and a lot of you just want to be treated like helpless children.
So after my post yesterday about pumping gas for women, I realized chivalry might actually be in San Diego. And the reason why I say that is I saw a post on the San Diego 30s yesterday. And it's a Facebook group. And I'm not 30 yet, but I'm there till they kick me out. And I was realizing there was a guy in there complaining about paying for dates. And he said, well, why, if we go for drinks after, why can't it be 50-50, or why can't she pay for drinks? Like, man, you asked her on a date. You should be paying. And honestly, I was thinking about this, and I thought about it the other day. If I invite somebody on a vacation, I invited them, meaning I pay for the whole thing. If they want to pay for something, they are entitled to, but they are not required to. So, San Diego men, if you invite a girl out, you better have the idea in your brain that you're paying for everything.
These modern women, they don't understand what they're saying. They say a lot of stupid stuff. You're going to have to pay a deposit for me. You understand, if somebody were to pay a deposit on something, that means they're going to come back and claim it. at some point in time, they're going to come back and claim it. If you have a service, I'm going to come back and claim the service. And I'm going to do whatever I want with the service. Period. You have somebody that buys a ticket for a seat. At some point in time, I'm going to claim my seat. And if somebody is in my seat, they're going to have to move because I paid good money to be right here. This is a prime space. I want this space right here. And I can go sit over there right now. I picked this one right here. And this is where I'm going to sit. No matter if I have to fight for it. This is where I'm going to sit. But and somebody don't want to give me my service, I will be talking to somebody and I will have it done. Is that the type of treatment that y'all want? By any means necessary? Is that what you want? Hey, I paid $500. I'm expecting this. I'm taking you to dinner. This is what I'm expecting. And I will get the service by any means necessary. Is that what you want? Is that the type of man that you want to be around? Is that how you want to present yourself? Is that how you want to market yourself to people? Y'all got to start talking about and thinking about what you portray yourself, what you present yourself as, because this is getting downright stupid.
You know what I think is up? That these women know that they can drag these men through court. And they want these men to fight in court just so that way they can have any rights to their kids. They know it and they openly admit it. But it's used to mock them. See, what's even weirder is they make men fight just to have maybe some rights to their kids and custody every other weekend. And then after they pushed the father away and alienated the children, and now they're single mothers with full custody and have to do everything, they complain about it. So make it make sense to me.
The current world is in a mess, and that's because it's so male dominated. I want more women heads of state, more cabinets that have equal membership, more parliaments that have equal membership. I want, a really changed world, and it isn't impossible. As an elder, I got instructions from Nelson Mandela to bring hope. When I was serving as High Commissioner, there were people working in very difficult circumstances, and now it's happening in climate, in very difficult circumstances. This is what we need, the hope of practical action and connecting, collaborating, and then also having more women at the table at all levels, particularly at the high political level.
The one thing I wish I knew about women years ago is that they're just not to be taken seriously. They really are like little children, and most of what comes out of their mouth, it's all tests. It's just all tests to see if you can be shaken, to see if she can control you. Just have to look at her like she's a little kid. Don't take it too seriously. Laugh it off. Don't get stressed whenever tests come, because guys get really uncomfortable in their own skin whenever their woman starts, let's just say, being a little bit disruptive. Laugh it off, be smooth, roll with the punches. And if she sees that you can't be moved, her attraction, her respect, it's all going to go up for you. It's all in your favour. Every test is another opportunity for you to win in those departments. Learn a game.
Coffee on the first date? For me, it's a yes. Simply because I want to see if I vibe with the person or if we connect at the same level. After that, if they want a second date, they would need to take me somewhere nice. I would even accept an ice cream treat for the first time. But the man would be paying for that. Now, to the ladies that do want to be treated to a nice dinner on the first date, completely acceptable. The boundaries and the standards are there for a reason. But do you ladies feel like accepting one of those two meetup dates is lowering the standard?
If I'm walking and there's a man in my way, and he sees that he's in my way and he doesn't move out of my way, I deliberately hit against him, often aggressively, because I'm allowed to take up space here. You're taking up all the space in the way so much so that I can't get past you by squeezing my body. That. If you don't move out of my way, then I'm hitting you because I'm allowed to take up space, and that is feminism.
Okay, Karen, if I saw this play out, and if you're actually doing this and not just saying you're doing it for attention on social media, I would just think that a crazy person is running into people. And that's the extent of it. I don't look at that interaction and go, oh wow, now I want to be a feminist, because she's being a jerk and running into men. Men really don't care. All you're being is rude. Why you're being rude, nobody cares. Just be a nice person. Also, if you're in a wide open space, I promise you no man is walking in front of you so that you can bump into him. Any man walking can see that you're filming yourself and is going to stay very clear of your path. Not because they're afraid, like you would think they are, but because they don't want to be the next infamous TikTok star.
Yo, I don't remember friends with benefits being this one-sided.
I can't help but to laugh when a man brings up friends with benefits. Because what's the benefit for me? Are you paying bills? Are you gonna pay my car note? Are you gonna pay my rent? No? Oh, okay. So what's the benefit? Because you're gonna finish. I'm not.
Says who?
When you're checking up on me, you're not actually genuinely checking up on me.
False.
You're checking to see where I'm at because you want me to come over and sit on it.
Ooh.
You're not taking me out on dates, and you don't really give a f to know how my day is. So what's my benefit? I know you're benefiting, but what's my benefit? No, I'm good. Unless you're getting your bills paid, you are being used.
So it's okay to benefit when it comes to friends with benefits when you're getting your bills paid. So it's all right to be a when you getting something in return as far as money goes, car note, bills, maybe something. Yo, as long as you getting money, you can give the cat up. That's what you're saying. Your cat got a price. That's what we're saying here, because I don't understand it any other way than that. When it comes to this one-sided, like she's like, oh, because you're gonna finish, I'm not. You're assuming that means that you getting his. If homie's not making sure, you finished, then you with the wrong dudes. You know what I'm saying? As far as checking up on you, like, I consider myself generally a nice person. Of course I'll check up on you. Yo, and not for nothing, some friends with benefits are literally fire. Like, they're like dope friends. They just don't be making it to that next level. But in terms of chilling, vibing, yo, it's like a dope homegirl. Y'all just happen to smash every other time y'all do chill, if not every time. But what she's saying is, you have to benefit in some way. I mean, yo, if you need to know about, anything that has to do with guys, I'm your guy. I got you, right? So I could point you in the right direction. Because if I know, this ain't gonna go past friends with benefits, eventually you gotta be happy, right? So let me steer you in that direction. Dates and definitely could go out and chill and have a good time, get something to eat. If you cool as it don't gotta just be some bedroom. So, I don't know like how exactly she's speaking on it, but she's only looking at it from the terms of straight up. Like, it don't benefit me. Unless you paying me somewhat, you ain't getting. When in all aspects, if I'm like, I'm taking you on this date, I'm paying for this expensive dinner, you better put out afterwards. What's the difference then? You know what I'm saying? So as far as dudes, she says we benefit just from getting a nut. Like, there's some dudes discipline that, we don't really care about like that. It's not that serious. So big eyes, big lips, small brain, bimbo behavior.
Out of the divorce, I got $600,000. Yes.
Why?
That was part of our settlement. He tried to get me to sign a prenup, and then I didn't sign a prenup, and then he tried to get me to sign a postnup, and I didn't sign a postnup. Yeah, we decided in the settlement agreement that I would get $600,000.
Imagine being smart enough, lucky enough, as hardworking enough to become a multi-millionaire and deciding to put at least 50% of it on the line from a young lady that wears pink wigs.
Where did the $600,000 go? When did you get the $600,000?
2 years ago.
Okay, where the f is it?
It's gone. Completely gone.
Into where?
I bought a house that was $330,000, and I bought it like outright, so like it's paid in full. So I don't
so
have.
it goes half the cash.
Yes.
Okay.
I bought it sight unseen. I saw the outside because I drove by it. But
Oh, good, you
when
drove by it.
Yeah. When we
Oh.
entered the home, though, it was in shambles.
But this is one of the most diabolical things that I have ever heard. You come into a great deal of money, and instead of investing appropriately, you could have just gotten a mortgage and put the majority or the lion's share of that $600 into the market and would have had way more to show for it.
I definitely think I was groomed in the beginning.
That's a strong word.
It is.
That word gets thrown around a lot right now, just kind of like the word, the R word, and a lot of other words have kind of lost their meanings because.
A lot.
Yes.
So are you sure? Because it's a very methodical process of separating people from all their connections in order to make them feel cornered, so that over the course of many years, likely starting from a young age, they cannot escape the position that they are in at that point.
Mind you, she was an adult. Pink-haired women like this will take one feminist studies class and come to the conclusion that man bad and I must have been groomed.
Yes. So, I mean, I met him when I was 19, so I wasn't like young. I was technically an adult. I was spending my $5,000 a month, and he was just paying off my credit card, and I didn't have to worry about anything. And then, you know, he would get mad at me and like throw me out of the house and say, you know, you can't come back here. And so then I would sleep in my car.
What? Why? Wait.
Yeah. So
no reason given, or because you spent the $5,000?
Oh, my boy Caleb, there's always a reason. Oh yeah, the guy is weird because he's just giving her $5,000 a month carte blanche. But imagine as a man being chastised for giving you everything that you want in life. And if a man is to stand up boundaries or expectations of you and your behavior, then it's the guy that is inherently weird or narcissistic. They want the benefits of modern and traditional at the same time, and I'm just tired of people not calling it out.
You know, I think ignorance is flying around in the air. There was a guy that was talking about, hey man, you know, if you're a guy and you ask the woman out on a date, then you pay. If I invite somebody out on a vacation, then I'm paying. Yes, well they're not required to pay because I invited them out. At some point in time, if that person values y'all's relationship, they will have some sort of gratitude and they will actually pick up something. No, let me get something for you. But even if they don't do it on the trip, hey man, you know, I appreciated you taking me on that trip, man. It was fantastic. I know you didn't want me to pay for anything, man. You said everything was taken care of. But you know what? I got to give you a little something, right? Let's say you have somebody that, you know, it's a sports event or something like that. And they say, man, you know, compliments of this company, we're giving you tickets to sit up in the box. You think they're giving you those tickets for no reason? It's probably because you've done something that they're really appreciative of. If you have a business relationship, you bought them a lot of clients, a lot of money, you've given them a lot of business, something, and they want to continue and maintain the relationship. So they're going to give you something that you like, and you're going to continue giving them that money. At some point in time, we have to hold modern women accountable for the way that they show up in dating. I don't know where we get this stupid idea from, where modern women just walk in, oh, you say I can come on the vacation, not do anything, not pay anything, not go get anything, not participate, not reciprocate. Bars. Gotta be stupid.
So my wife got everything in the divorce. She left the marriage a millionaire. I left with nothing. Basically got a bag of clothes, legal issues, PTSD, depression, anxiety, bunch of debt, credit ruined, lost my career, my reputation, everything, right? She got it all and I lost it all. Seems about fair, right? And before you women ask, no, I didn't do anything to deserve it. Was I a perfect husband? No. Did I cheat? No. No. Did I try to give her everything she ever wanted? Yes. And that was the problem. She wanted more and more and more. And then I went into a depression. And as soon as that happened, boom, like a bag of trash to the curb. In fact, you know the crazy part of all this? I've been dealing with this for 4 years. About 2 years ago, I said, you know what? I'm done. So I made a deal. Just get it over with, right? I'm just going to put all this behind me. I'm going to move. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go move with my parents for a year, put my life back together. And guess what happened? The court said no. Why? Because somebody doesn't want to let go. I've been dealing with the divorce for longer than we were actually married. And I'm going to be dealing with it for a few more years. No person should lose everything they ever worked for because of the person they married. It shouldn't happen. And yes, I was dumb. I was naive. I believed in love and she believed in evil. So if you're a man struggling, you're not alone. Okay? Just want to let you know that. This is the one crash out I'm ever going to have on social media. Hope you enjoyed it.
Stay away from women that do these 3 things. It's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money in the dating world. So listen to my words, and if you need help breaking toxic patterns, my link is in my bio. Number 1, the excuse girl. All she is full of excuses. Oh, I didn't call you back because of this. Oh, I can't see you because I'm this. It's busy. It's blah, blah, blah. Excuse galore. I'm telling you right now, she's leading you on and you're not her priority. That's why she can come up with excuses. If Leonardo DiCaprio, old school, came into her life, she would not be making an excuse as to why she didn't call him and why she didn't go out with him. Number 2, only sees you and speaks to you when it's a convenient time for her. Love is not convenient. Love is actually very inconvenient. And let me tell you right now, if Tom Hardy, the love of my life, came into someone's world and said, hey, I want to do this tonight, she would drop all of her plans to go out with that man. So what I'm saying is, you ain't the priority if she's not prioritizing you. Number 3, and this one might take you a little longer to figure out, but she's not emotionally regulated. I know that sounds crazy and you're like, how do I know? Oh, you know, because she's love bomby, she's hot and cold, she's crying one minute, the next she's not, she's creating drama to reel you in, to just spit you out again. It is a crazy time with people who are not emotionally regulated. And I'm telling you right now, if you smell that in the beginning stages of dating, run for your life.
Men, please stop doing this. When you're getting to know a girl, but then it seems really difficult, or she begins to start making excuses when it comes to seeing you, cut that off. Most likely she doesn't like you, even if she texts you loads. Most likely she just enjoys the attention that you're giving her. The way that I would go about this is, if you ask to meet her and the first time she makes an excuse, that's obviously no problem. If you ask her for a second time and she makes another excuse, then cut it off. Clearly she isn't that bothered about seeing you, because when someone likes you, they will make time for you. The only time you could give them the benefit of the doubt is, 1, if their 2 excuses are genuinely very valid, or 2, if after she makes the excuse, she goes out of her own way to plan the next time you can meet up. So I'd say give her 2, maybe 3 tries. But yeah, now obviously this applies towards men and women, but I'm just looking at it from a male's perspective because I'm a man. Just remember your worth and never accept 50% off someone else.
It took me 10 years to understand why history rarely produces female leaders. But once you see this, you can't ever unsee it again. Leadership requires self-sacrifice. Evolution wired women for one thing, self-preservation. But a leader walks into the fire first. A leader bleeds so others don't have to. But a woman's entire biology is optimized for one thing and one thing alone. It's protecting herself and her offspring at all costs. Ask a woman for emotional support when your business is collapsing, and you're going to notice a dark truth. She's going to have zero empathy for you, and she's going to start to despise you, not because she's cruel, but because her survival software is assessing whether you're still viable for her. This is why men are the leaders. Someone had to face the barbarian hordes at the gate, even when survival was never on the menu.
Why men don't want to get married, the main reason is because the divorce laws in the United States are crazy.
I don't think that's why. I think they just don't want to get married because they just want to fuck around.
If you want to find a woman that doesn't work and you marry her and you have kids and then she wants a divorce because something might have happened in the relationship, do you not think that it would be fair if she doesn't have a job, that if you leave her, she's going to feel like, I'm like a single mom now, I don't have a job, I haven't built up my career or anything. Why wouldn't she get half? Isn't that kind of fair?
Perfect example of Destiny's Wife giving a super niche example for a blanket statement.
It's not niche at all. That's kind of why the law is there.
How many women don't have jobs now?
I have absolutely no idea, but it seems like guys like you want to find someone that is submissive, that can't really like leave.
So then you're going to have to get divorced and give her half your because you want her to be home and sit there like this.
Say that you would do that until you're like 40 and then you want a divorce. Like, of course you would want to have the half because she hasn't built up her life.
Stop talking fast and over me to like seem like you're smart. I know this is a Destiny tactic. Relax.
Really?
Okay?
Also, this is my second language.
I'm also going to say this.
I want you to do this in Japanese right now.
Relax.
I live in South Florida and the dating standards here are insane. It took me a minute to get used to it, but like if a guy wants to go out with a girl and she's like, well, I don't have anything to wear, then he's going to buy her like a $600 dress. Obviously, he's going to pick her up in like a nice car, whether he has like an Uber Black pick her up or whatever. Usually they bring a gift and it can be at least flowers. If a guy wants to fly any of my friends out, they demand that they at least get a hotel room and it has to be in their name. Sometimes some of my friends don't feel comfortable going out with a guy, so they ask if they can bring a friend and he can bring a friend too. If they hit it off and he like really wants to go on vacation with her, then she like can't take off of work and she's like, well, I can't, like, because of work, he will usually compensate her for the days that she has to take off work.
How can a woman be a submissive woman to a man that wants her to put in 50% on the bills, put in 50% in the gas, put in 50% on the groceries, put in 50% on all the household stuff? We can't be submissive like that. So if you really want a submissive woman, y'all got to step up and be the heads of the household. And that's all to it. A head of the household pays all the bills. The head of the household is a leader. He is a provider. He is a support system. He is a nurturer. That's what he is. So until y'all understand that, we're going to continue to get our own bag. We're going to continue to do what we want to do and still keep it respectful. That doesn't mean that we're going to disrespect you as the man, but we can't fully be submissive to a man who is not fully the head of the household. That makes no sense. If you want a submissive woman, that comes naturally to a man who is 100% the head of the household. Y'all want to talk about, oh, well, y'all did so much to fight for women's rights. Y'all did this and y'all did that. Yeah, go to work, get that bag and bring it back home just like I do. So yeah, when I get home, don't think that I'm going to be cooking every single day because I just have to go and put in some work just like you did. Don't think when I get home that everything is going to go your way, because I'm putting in 50% too. And y'all got to understand that. You get what you receive. If you want a woman to submit 100%, you got to be the head of the household 100%. Because I'm not about to go to work 80 hours and come home and cook dinner, take care of the kids, and then tend to you. You got to be crazy.
Boyfriend with a fancy dinner, Popeyes, rice, and this, and he got an attitude because I bring him to Popeyes. And this is a fancy dinner. Why do we gotta go to hibachi?
Because I like chicken.
You take me there though. This is what I could afford. Like Popeyes. This is fancy. You got rice, you got, like, I don't understand.
You got $8,000 on you.
That's $8,000 so that I could flip and make more money. I told you I was gonna give you some too. This is just, Popeyes is good. You a hood nigga. You should know this.
I love Popeyes.
So, but this is fancy too.
But next time, get hibachi.
No, we gonna do this.
Okay.
And if a man really wants you, he gonna do the most. Not the bare minimum. Not when he feel like it. Not when it's convenient. He gonna show up. He gonna be consistent. He gonna make time. You won't be confused. He's gonna make it very clear. You're not gonna be guessing. You're not gonna be wondering where you stand, because men move different when they serious. They protect what they want. They invest in what they want. They don't play with what they want. So if you feel unsure, if you feel like you chasing, if you feel like you overthinking, that's your answer. Because when a man wants you, he removes that doubt.
And once again, stupidity is running rampant. I can't be 50-50 if I'm paying for half the gas. Stupid. You're driving the car half the time. What do you mean? So yeah, you're gonna pay that. Why? You have a job too. Well, you're supposed to cover all the bills. Okay, so are you going to stay at home, or are you going to be doing stuff around the house? Because stuff has to get done around the house. If I'm taking on the load of paying for everything, then that would mean for the two of us, I have to work more. And if I have to work more, then I'm going to be outside of the house more. So if I'm outside of the house more, there's stuff in the house that's not getting done. Are you going to take care of that? Probably not. Oh, well, I work too and I do this. Okay. So we're both working. We're both getting money. What are you going to pay for? What are you going to be doing? Well, I'm going to keep my money for what? What are you keeping your money for? Well, I might spend it on vacations. Most of the time I'm going to be spending on myself. So selfish is what you're telling me. You're selfish. You don't plan on reciprocating and giving the man back or investing into the relationship. That's what you're telling me. Are you slow? Are you slow? What do these modern women be talking about out here? Shut up. Pay your bills. They're your bills. They belong to you. If you're in a relationship, they belong to both of you. Why can you not pay the water bill or the light bill? If the man didn't pay the mortgage, go buy some freaking groceries and shut up about it.
Let's define high value, because I don't like the term high value, because usually high value is predicated on money, access, looks. I like the word high demand, because high demand, yes, the man with the money, the looks is desired by a lot of women. But when we say value, that's an individual thing. It goes back to what I just said a second ago. Value to me is the person that shows up for you. So you could know a rich man, he could be fine, but does he show up for you? He's actually a no value man, if you think about it that way. So we gotta rewrite this high value slogan, because that's the misconception, and that's why men are walking around with an S on their chest, because they feel like they got the money, they got the fame, they got the looks. But ladies, that's our fault, because we made them that way. We got to take that power back. If a person doesn't show up for you, that's a no value human.
I think back to a conversation I had when I was working at Sky, and I was just chatting to some of my girlfriends there, and I remember us talking around, you know, if they saw their dream guy in a club, would they approach them first? And they all said no. And I was like, well, why not? And they were just kind of like, well, no, it's just not the way I kind of work. And there's this kind of inherent belief that guys should, even in 2020, guys should always make the first move. And obviously Bumble tries to flip that on its head. But again, I don't know what you kind of think about it, but I just think if you like someone, regardless of if you're a guy or a woman, just go for it.
I think he's an idiot, stupid, a weirdo. He needs to grow up.
Oh, she's talking about me? Men are getting married because they want their wife to be less likely to cheat, and it's the same amount of cheating. 99% of the content you see out there tells you that women should be leading.
Not in scripture. You need to find a woman that has exposure to social media, understands that it's a fleshly view, and then from there has a backing from a scripture perspective.
But you need experience for discernment. That's the issue.
No, not necessarily. Discernment is a God-given gift and ability that he gives you. It's the ability to make decisions, not the ability to have a skill set. It's the ability to know without knowing.
When a man gets divorced, he's 9 times more likely to take his life than a woman is. There's some suffering going on there, and we need to figure out a way to alleviate that suffering.
What does the man watching this need to do to step up in today's world?
Gosh, man, we're really getting deep here.
Men over 50 are almost twice as likely as women to marry out of the West. So these guys are they've exhausted their options in the West or in their town or in their city or even in their country, and they're expanding their dating map. So what's actually even more interesting is that guys are actually they're starting younger doing this too. So guys who are in their 20s and 30s are like, I'm not even going to start dating in my community. I'm gonna look abroad first, which is kind of insane to me. You gotta test the waters first before you even go out there.
A healed man won't chase you. He'll pursue you. And you can feel the subtle difference in that, is that you feel him. And when you come to him, you feel that strength in him. You feel that power in him. You feel that resolve to where he's drawing you in from his healed masculine energy. And there's a safety that you feel in that. There's a safety that you feel in that because you found safety in yourself. You found confidence in yourself, so you can spot it. When you find true love, true safety, and true confidence within yourself, you could spot it in another human being. And there's still this dance. And then little by little, it just starts to get closer and closer, closer and closer until you fall. That's why it's called falling in love.
So I think we're in a dating recession. The dating economy is so bad right now. I'm 22, I've been on all the dates, I've been on all the apps. The number of matches I've had and first dates I've been on, people I've been talking to that have ghosted me or just been genuinely weird, it's exhausting. I need to know, where are people meeting people nowadays, because I think it's literally impossible. All my friends keep talking about this app Hoppy, but apparently it's invite only and I don't have a code, so let me know because I'm done with Hinge.
The reason relationships don't work out is because women
think with their emotions and men think with their logic. Now, we were created that way so that we can use that to our advantage as a team. But society has us in a situation to where we believe it's boyfriend versus girlfriend rather than the couple versus the problem. So now it's emotions versus logic rather than using them together. Y'all, does anyone understand? It's this phone. The phone's the problem. This is what they want us to do.
This is your modern woman, though. This is exactly what they're bringing to the table. Headache, drama, I'm the boss, I hate men, get in line, behave, I don't need you, I'm prioritizing other things over you. By the way, buy me a bunch of expensive stuff, even though I'm a total. This is what they're bringing. This is what they're bringing. Now, this is what they're bringing at 26. Stop paying attention to them, and at 30, they're going to be panicking.
I'm 37, single, and I've spent years dating billionaires, and I've finally realized something. The cost is too high, and I don't mean the cost to them, I mean the cost to me. When you enter into their world, you're literally in their world. And it's very easy to lose yourself in it. I guess the scary thing is you don't really notice it happening. Trips, the hotels, the access, the way they move through life. It's intoxicating and addictive, but also empty. Money without morals means nothing. It's 2026, we don't live in a fairy tale. The billionaires will always be there. When I'm with them, my opinions become inconvenient. My ambition is cute. My independence becomes threatening. Maybe my standards are too high. I'm not impressed with money anymore. I'm impressed with integrity.
So you gonna give it up to all the other men, but you gonna make your fiance wait?
Just another day in the office. View discretion is advised.
Yes. Yes. Why you think he my fiance? Because he doesn't guilt trip me. He doesn't cross my boundaries. He has self-control.
So you out here catching bodies, but you didn't want to sleep with none of those men. Like, it was never your idea. It was never your energy that fed into that interaction between you and that man. That's what you want us to believe. For the life of me, I would never understand how people can think they can be pro-choice, but not pro-responsibility. Ma'am, it is your responsibility to interact with people that don't cross your boundaries, that don't manipulate you, and that have self-control. Although we know you're cap, you're just saying that to avoid accountability, and it's apparent. However, I do have a few questions. At what point did you realize that these people were all those things? And if you did realize that, why did you give them the box? And if any of those things actually did happen, did you report any of it? Because what it seems to me is that you fell for the feminist movement about being liberated by having a whole bunch of sex, and you realize, oh, the movement is complete and there's no coming back from it. I've given these men the best of me in the name of feminism, and the only way to make myself feel better about the bad decisions I've made, I'm going to say they manipulated me and took advantage of me. But back to the primary topic at hand. He's your fiance because he doesn't guilt trip you. He's your fiance because he doesn't cross your boundaries. He's also your fiance because he has self-control. Translation, I gave my body to the streets, and this was the only dumb enough to sign up for a program that's already been proven to not be stable, number one, and second, I know it is not in his best interest to continue forward with me. A program so one-sided that this man that I've committed to and he's committed to me will not get any box until the marriage is official, but all those random Tom and Harrys that never committed to me got the box. Who the is doing the math? I swear you just can't make it up. You can't. It's impossible. That's like me being a trick in the streets, and I'm a known trick, right? And then I get with a woman that I really like and I really want to be with. I commit to her and I'm like, hey, listen, before I start paying your bills and like, buying you everything like that, we got to be married first. You know what I'm saying? Because that means something to me. That woman will be well within her right to tell me to get her Facebook because I'm playing with her. Because I really am. I'm a trick in the streets, but with you, I'm financially celibate at that point until we're married. Who in their right mind would ever take a deal like that? That literally makes no sense. And they will get on this very internet with their whole chest and say it so confidently, like the man that actually committed to her is getting a great deal. But to conclude, I will leave y'all with this. I will always respect a woman that's willing to wait for marriage before. But one thing I will never respect is a woman that's already given her body to the streets and now she's trying to revert back into that. It will never work that way. But you know what? I know she ain't gonna listen to shit I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
These modern women want to start searching for integrity and I'm not impressed with money anymore. When I was out there in the streets getting pumped and dumped, I was impressed with money. And that's what I wanted. I wanted the bags. I wanted the trips. And now that I don't want to be in the carousel anymore, and I want the men to start treating me with a little bit of respect. I've all of a sudden grown a backbone. And now I don't like these men dogging me out the way that they said they was going to dog me out. What happens when you're with a billionaire is you're in their world. Well, yeah, they have the connections. They have the nice home. They have the nice car. They work a great job. They know how to make money. They know how to be around people that make money. What are we talking about here? You're broke. You're broke. What would you have to add to the conversation? Nothing. These modern women, and that's what I'm saying. You can look at these modern women and you can see, oh, she's cute. But what else is she bringing to the table? When you walk in there, oh, who is this with you? Oh, you know, my name is Cassie. Nice to meet you, Cassie. You're very. So what do you do for work? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, you know, I run a small. Well, I have a business on the side. I'm still trying to get that up and running. Oh, wow, cool. So what is it? Oh, I'm making bracelets for people who have cancer, and it's kind of like a part-time thing. I do it because it makes me feel good, and I do make a little money for it. People buy them to show support and solidarity for their family members. So it's just something that I'm working on. Mom passed away of cancer, so that it's kind of something I took on 5 years ago, and it's not huge, but it is something. But my regular job is I'm an analyst for a small boutique firm over here on the south side of Miami Beach. So that's kind of, oh wow, okay, I think I drive by that place all the time, never noticed it. Yeah, we kind of, and you just continue to have an intelligent conversation. But these modern women, they like to get dressed, they like the bag, and then they walk up in these groups and they just sit there and look and drink champagne. They just sitting there looking, you ain't talking about nothing. And so now that you see the error of your ways, oh man, men don't value me anymore. Men don't value what I bring to the table. That's because you hadn't been bringing nothing. You're just sitting there looking. Modern women will show up to a table with a plate, a fork, and a knife, ready to just, and I'm not even talking about a big fork, just pile it on. A big spoon, just pile it on. And then when people look at them crazy, they're like, why are you looking at me crazy? What's going on? You didn't make any of this. You didn't cook any of this. But you taking the biggest portion. You're stingy, you're selfish, and you're wondering why people don't want to be around you?